a full-time student and work a full-time job. At your full-time job, you're very dedicated and you help your company make lots of money. Out of all that money, you get no parts of the revenue, but your bosses in higher positions do. Being a student athlete is like having a full-time job. According to ESPN, the Big Ten Conference, which includes rookies such as Michigan and Ohio State, have a television deal that results in revenue between 20 and 22 million annually. As a whole, college athletics is a billion-dollar industry. Student athletes are a big part of the university's income. These college athletes put their bodies on the line day in and day out, not only for themselves or their teams, simply so that we can be entertained. It is time they get paid for their hard work, dedication, and contributions. Today, I will be talking about the college athletics, both sides of the debate, why they should and why they should not be paid, and the solution. Economically speaking, the NCAA is a monopoly, meaning they are one buyer in a market with unlimited sellers. This sets the price that the NCAA is willing to pay college labor nothing. The industry made $10.8 billion last year, and not 1 cent was given to a student athlete. Now, some argue that full athletic scholarships are enough payment towards the student. According to the Odyssey, they said if they pay college athletes, there would not be as much money to go around for any other facilities or the coaches. If salaries were given, then these athletes would have to pay taxes, and depending on the student's athlete's income, those taxes could be high enough to reduce what they can earn until they barely cover tuition. Also, some say it would benefit the purpose of going to school. If we pay athletes, maybe we should also pay the first violinist in school orchestra, or the lead actor in their radical productions, or perhaps popular professors should allocate courses enrollment slots to those students who bid the highest, according to Andrew of The Atlantic. College students love college sports because the athletes are students just like them. They are in classes and seen on campus and are a part of school's community. Money would separate the athletes from the student body. Now, after saying all that, I disagree with all those points. In my opinion, student athletes are the ones working hard out on the court and field. Coaches might have a big effect on the team, but it's up to the athletes to get the job done. Now, student athletes do not need to receive a huge salary like their coaches. Rather, they can still be paid a reasonable amount relative to how much the program makes. Scholarships often cover most of the student athletes' books and room expenses, but even a few extra $100 per year could compensate for the lack of time these students have to earn spending the money at a regular part-time job, according to College Express. Not only are student athletes a part of a sports team, they are a part of the college and university's advertising team. For example, the Flutie effect is used to describe a surge in college admissions following a big sports win. It's named for Boston College quarterback Doug Flutie. He won the Heisman Trophy in 1984, and the college admissions rose significantly in subsequent years. While doing my research, I came across a site that described the college athletic program as a plantation system. The coaches were the overseers who got the work from the laborers, which are the players, who provided riches for the masters, the universities, while receiving little efforts, according to the Sports Journal. And on top of that, most of the coaches in the facility and the faculty were white men, and majority of the players were African American. Athletes are sometimes mistreated physically and mentally, and are often denied the rights and freedom of other citizens. They have no privacy and are subjected to taking drug tests, have room checks, and have limits on where they can and cannot go. So can anybody guess how we can fix this problem? Well, I just say we pay them. First, we can allow a stipend to cover the cost of things scholarships do not. For those who do not know what a stipend is, it's a fixed payment or allowance. The stipend needs to be enough to reduce student vulnerability, breaking the rules to make ends meet, that allowing schools to operate more like an amateur model. Second, most students athletes should have the same stipend regardless of the sport. Though we may just focus on football and basketball, we have to remember all students in different sports work hard and play very hard. They should all be treated equally and paid equally as well. Lastly, the stipend should be adjustable annually because every single year players make more and more money. With all that being said, I strongly believe college athletes deserve to get paid.